I know. Y'all can grind me up in the comments all y'all want. I know y'all haven't seen me in a while, but I got a lot going on, and I'm gonna explain some of that in the video. But we got some things to talk about. First of all, Akbar Gbajabiamila, the Jabberwocky. I don't know how to say his last name, but here's what I'm going to say. You reaching for clout. And I'm going to explain why with the Derrick Henry situation and all that's going on. I don't like it. I really don't. And it's not just because it's linked to the Eagles or whatever the case may be. But you knew what you was doing. Come on now. Darius Slay and Matt Patricia. I talked about this about a month ago when it first happened. But when you really break it down, is this going to work? And let's not confuse it for a minute. If one gotta go, it ain't gonna be Darius Slay. Let's talk about it, y'all. Yo, that. A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Very credible source. And I do believe that I actually messed up this trade because it wasn't supposed to come out.
Oh, really?
And so I didn't realize that A, anybody would be paying attention. B, I didn't think that I wasn't supposed to say it. So I just said, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead. I wasn't trying to compete with Ian Rappaport and, and all the other guys.
This is a great pivot saying that you weren't incorrect. You were correct, but so influential.
Right.
You blew up the actual trade that
sure.
never happened that you said was going to happen. That is impressive, Akbar.
Let me tell you something. Howie Roseman could have made it happen. We saw what he did with Jalen Hurts. He made that work, right?
Oh, no, of course.
We saw what he did with A.J. Brown. He made that work.
He could have had it.
This could have happened, but I think because I got out ahead of it and it just blew up, I blew up the scene. It didn't happen. Now, remember, the trade deadline, there's still an opportunity for this to happen. But
this year you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen right now. This is why I haven't taken it down, because I felt like, to be honest with you, I said, oh, okay, well, I blew this one. This didn't happen the way it was supposed to, but
yes.
I should have taken it down. But in my heart, because the source, and you know the source. You absolutely know the source. And this is a name that you see all the time. I just want to say to the thousands of Twitter followers that I have, and to all the people, the millions watching the Rich Eisen show.
Thank you.
I want to take this time to apologize for misleading the public. I should have tweeted this knowing for sure that it was going to happen regardless.
Yo, that man, you know who it is. You know what it is. Your boy Fully Fresh, a.k.a. the General here reporting for duty. Listen, if you have not done it, make sure you hit that sub button that's right down there. There it go. Yes, and also, it is a bell next to it to let you know when I put all this flavor up, man. Flavor is here, man. Notification gang, know that gang. Yo, that, man. If you haven't done it also, please make sure you hit the like button. Because it's free, number one. Number two, however the algorithm works, more people get to see me, more people get to see the merch, and the merch will be in the description. Shout out to Print Champs. I told y'all, and I promise I will not fail y'all, that we got something brewing, something coming along, and y'all is going to love it. Just hold off. But the original merch is still in the description, man. Go cop up. I appreciate it. Betus. Betus is the app that you want to go to. Betus is the only app that's giving you 125% down on your first deposit. Who else is doing that? Not DraftKings, not FanDuel, not none of those dudes. Go to Betus. Put $100, you get to play with 125. I mean 225. Man, what am I saying? You know what I mean. All right. Fresh Factor Day. Fresh Factor Day is, I need y'all to clap it up, man. Seriously, clap it up. And my daughter, just graduated. You know what I mean? Like, I never knew what it was like to feel success is this much for your child. Not only did she graduate, she went to prom, and I'm going to put pictures up so y'all can see all that. It's so refreshing, man. It made me feel old at the same time, having an 18-year-old daughter. But the proudness of being a father, man, it just warms my heart. Like, and she's going to college. She's going to college. It's something that I had a chance to, but I didn't do. So it just warms my heart, man. Shout out to my baby girl, man. Sanaa, I love you. All right. So Akbar, I ain't even going to try to say your last name. You clout chasing. You knew what you was doing. Because here's the thing. He says a lot, and he tries to throw shade at Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman still could have got the Derrick Henry trade done, and yada, 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 whatever the case may be. But no. My thing is, why even open your mouth? Because he says, I didn't know it was going to blow up. You knew exactly what you was doing. Because you say shout out to the 1,000 Twitter followers that I got. You thought you was going to get in the millions with that tweet. You on the Richard Side show and all that. Shout out to you for doing that. Do it the right way. Do it the right way. To blame Howie Roseman, not blame, but to even say Howie Roseman still could have got it done. I think I'm the reason that it didn't get it done. You're still trying to put yourself as being important in this trade or possible trade. No one ever said this. And you talking about your source, Rich knows him. Okay, so and your source obviously ain't reliable. He ain't reliable. So why is you even bringing that up? Listen, man, sometimes, and this is another fresh fact that I'm going to give y'all, sometimes in life you just need to mind your damn business. Because we know what you was doing. You think you slick, but you can't be slick to a can of oil. You understand what I'm saying? Don't like it. I don't like it. But Derrick Henry's not here. We got DeAndre Swift. We got Rashad Penny, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. I love our running back room. I love it. And y'all gonna see how much I love it in the next couple of days. Y'all gonna see. So this Darius Slay situation and Matt Patricia. Darius Slay basically tweets that they can correspond. He used the word, I can't remember what it was. I'm doing a whole lot, and that's another thing I do want to tell y'all. Yes, if you made it to this part of the video, yes, my son is out of the hospital, and I appreciate all of y'all prayers. I appreciate all of y'all support. I appreciate all of y'all cash apps. I do, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Still not being able to, move around or whatever the case may be, but just having them home, that is perfect. And that's one of the reasons why I have not been able to make videos. Just been moving around. It's kind of an excuse. I still can take 10 to 20 minutes to talk to y'all, and I promise I'm going to keep being consistent on that. All right. Back to the Darius Slay situation. If one gotta go, the organization is not stupid. If those dudes get into an argument, whether it's on the field, whether it's in the media, whether it's at training camp, whatever the case may be, Matt Patricia is out of here. I really don't know and don't understand why they brought him on here. This is probably the only move that the Philadelphia Eagles made this offseason that I don't like. Last year, the only one, it was Derek Barnett. And he ain't even last 3 games. So is it going to be the same for Matt Patricia? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's a lot of things that we got to talk about, a lot of things that we got to break down. OTAs, fire. You see these young guys, man. You see Jordan Davis. He look like he is prepared and he is ready. We already know what Carter brings to the table. Them two. Wow, going to be a problem. And you still got Fletcher Cox to groom them, to bring them along, and to be able to be their mentor. Because let's not try to deny, like, Fletcher Cox wasn't a top defensive tackle for a good 4 years. It was him and Aaron Donald, and then it was everybody else, and then Aaron Donald kind of took off, and then Fletcher Cox kind of just floated, just hovered where he was at. I ain't going to say he dropped, but he didn't elevate after 2017. But he still is a vital piece to this defensive tackle room. And he can show these young guys what it is. He can show these young guys how to be professional. He can show these young guys that, you know, it's not just all about sacks. It's not just all about hurry up and trying to get to the quarterback. Sometimes you got to be strategic. Sometimes you got to make sure that you are helping the next guy also. Because sometimes the stats ain't going to show what you did on that field. They're not. But you can't get frustrated about that. If you go into the season and it's week 8 and you only got 2 sacks, just know that you've been helping your team. That's really all I got for today, man. I promise I'm going to keep giving y'all content every day. As long as it's something to talk about, y'all already know. As long as I got a breath, I'm going to make sure that y'all hear what I got to say. But you already know. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo,